Last video, we are playing around with this April 2022 card kit. I absolutely love these card kits. This is the membership that I curate here at Unity, and so this one comes with a large stamp set that coordinates with this fun stencil, a coordinating paper pack, and then some stickles. And this is a retail value of $57.97, which also plus shipping, and you get it for $40. And this is a US only membership. So I just shared one way to use this fun set. I'll show you here. I just made this card. So if you missed that, you can watch the replay on the last video. Now I'm moving into another card showing you how you can use these fun little cutouts that we included with the stencil to get a different look. That I had my comments up. Okay, cool. Alright, so for this card, I wanted a little bit of grid paper, and so I'm just taking my Misty grid paper, and this is just to get the alignment of my rainbow right. You don't necessarily have to do this, but I just wanted to use the grid. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of put this where I think it's going to be best, and orientate it like that. And then I'm going to take some masking tape, and I want to run that like along the top where I want this, like so, and then along the bottom too, so I know like how to line it up perfectly each time. Alright, so we got that all done. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to take my big arc here, and we're going to take our prickly pear ink, and I am literally just putting it on the back of this little buddy. Alright, so I'm just going to pick this up and spray a little bit of water on the back here, and then we can place it down on top. So I'm going for a messy watercolor vibe, and that's exactly what we're gonna get. Alright, so I'm just kind of pressing on the back, and then to easily lift it up, I just grab a little piece of my masking tape, and it helps me pick up. So the great thing about this too, like I'm not super satisfied with that coverage, and I want to add another layer, which is going to add a little bit more texture too. And so I'm just going to kind of repeat that process and place it down right on top again, which is easy to do with these. Alright, getting that up. I love how that looks. I'm satisfied with it. We're going to move on to our next little arc, and so we're going to do the same thing. I have my medium one and my teal ink, and we're going to put this in the back of our little buddy here. Add our water. You could also use these little bits for masking. So if you wanted, while you're using your stencil, you could just have these kind of taped in there so you don't have to mask off those parts and worry about getting ink in there. So some different ways that you can use this, but I just thought this was kind of a fun thing to try. Alright, there's our blue. Love it. And now we're going to go in with the small one, the pink. So I'm going to use my dark pink for this, passionate pink. Just pick it up, spritz water on the back. And the more water you use, the more like kind of messy it's going to look. Alright, got that. And then we'll just pick this one up. Perfect. Alright, so now what I love about this set is all the little elements that came with it that you can stamp on top of these little stencil arcs. So we're just going to speed dry this. Alright, So I love in this set you get like 3 dots here. So we're gonna grab those 3 dots and create our own design. So I'm just gonna start with this big one, and we're doing tranquil teal, so it's a little bit darker than our original blue. And we're gonna stamp this on our blue arc. So I just did 2 of the big ones. I'm gonna go in with the medium or next size and just stamp it up until I am satisfied. I'm going with a 3rd size now. And just kind of repeating that process until my whole arc is all filled. Oh my goodness. Alright. And then I'm going to put that medium one right in there. I think that'll fit nicely. Perfect. So I love that. And it also comes with this cute little heart. And I'm like, oh, that would be darling stamped on there. So we're going to do that. I'm going to take my Passionate Pink ink, my little heart, stamp that down in the middle. And then, of course, I absolutely love the huge, this one. Love, love, love. So I'm going to do that around the outside too. So I'm just taking this off so I have enough room. And we're going to grab our Prickly Pear ink and add that. So a lot of different ways that you can use this fun set. A lot of different occasions too. All right. We are stamping this down. So much fun. I cannot resist splatters, so we're going to add some splatters in the same colors that we used. So I'm just going to grab the 3 different colored inks we used and just kind of place those down on our block. And then add a little bit of water to each so we can get some splatters with our paintbrush. And just add that right over the top. And I'm using a paintbrush that does like little splatters, but you can vary it whatever you want. All right, so I love how that one turned out. So much fun. So for this one, I'll show you like a finished card with it so you can see the whole deal. So this one I thought was really fun, just kind of putting it a little bit kitty wampus on the card base and adding just a little bit of twine from my collection and a fun black sentiment that just really pops. So there is method 2 for making this card, and here's the first one if you missed it. So really, really fun. I have one more card to share with you, just a fun way that you can create a card using this really pretty pattern paper, because we can't leave the pattern paper out, right? So I'm just going to set this aside. All right, so pattern paper one. So I absolutely love the pattern papers that we put in these card kits. They are so pretty. It's hard to cut them and use them, but they make just such easy, pretty cards. So I thought that this was just kind of a fun card. It might even work great for like a baby girl arriving or something like that. So I'm going to show you how you can easily create just a paper layers card. So I grabbed 2 different colors so you guys could see the 2 different colors together. So for this card, I'm just grabbing a white A2 card base. And I went ahead and I'm using my scallops and rectangles stitch die set for this. So I have just this really pretty polka dot one that I cut out with the biggest, and then this little guy here that I did with the littlest.
How long does it take the stickles to dry?
It seemed like 20 minutes. They were pretty dry after my testing. All right, so for this one here, I am using an older die that we actually just got in stock again. It's called Chic Script Salutations, and it comes with like 4 essential greetings. I'm using the hello, and so it comes with the word part and the shadow. This is sold separate, but I love mixing and matching stuff that you guys might already have in your collection. So I'm just going to grab a little bit of twine and wrap it around this base here. And I want it to be in the center, and just wrap that around like 3 times. And like so, and then we're going to just tie a little bow off to the side. And this is the May Arts string in the color Ivory, I believe. This has been in a past kit too, a while back, but we do sell it in the shop. Alright, so I'm just kind of fiddling with the bow, getting the right placement that I want. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and pop this up on our white card base with a little bit of foam tape. Well, I suppose first I should trim the tails. Alright, so we're going to pop this up with a little bit of foam tape, a little bit of dimension, and this is literally like a 2-minute card, and these card kits always have really pretty papers in them, so you're going to be able to make so many cards with these sets. It's not just like a one and done thing, which is nice. Alright, popping that up. I'm going to use my poke tool to get that backing off. This batch that I got of foam tape is a little bit tricky to work with, but we're going to get it. I wanted to go live before my son got off the bus. Now I'm like all nervous that he's going to be off the bus soon and like barge in here.
You still have 18 minutes.
Oh, good. It's just like, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Do you have money? Can we go to the Lucky Duck, which is like this kids store, has a bunch of games and like candy and stuff. He's always asking. And of course, it's literally just like right up the road from us at Unity, and so he always sees it. He's like, how come we don't go to the Lucky Duck? I'm like, you gotta be a good boy to go to the... We're getting it. Alright, we're gonna just pop this down on top of our white card base in the center. And I'm just gonna kind of pull up on a few of the edges for a little bit of dimension, but you do not have to if you don't wanna. Alright, so now we're going to take and grab this. I love this combination already. We'll have to see what color we like best. So I want to be able to kind of pop up the edges of this. So I'm just going to take 2 strips of my tearable tape. This is a 1/4 inch, and I love it for little things like this, and you know, borders for adding shaker cards and things like that. I love it. This is sold separate, it's not in the kit. Alright, so we're gonna put this down a little like kitty wampus, and then we're gonna pull up on those corners just for a little bit of dimension, like so. And I absolutely love this fun die paired with it, so we're gonna go ahead and assemble this. A little bit of liquid glue on the back.
Leah loves this paper pack.
Isn't it fun? I am obsessed with it. Oopsies. So I actually saw this like fun way that Echo Noble like added glue to the back of her die cuts. She like literally put it on her hand, and then she like just patted it on there. But I was like, all right, that actually like makes a lot of sense. So you can get like a thin layer. I'm gonna make sure I had like a blob that came out. All right, put that down on our shadow. Perfect. Clean up my hand. All right, and we are gonna pop this up with a little bit of foam tape. So where did my, oh, here we go. Just use this little bit. All right, a little bit of foam tape on the back here. And we're gonna pop that up in the center. just kind of right over the top of where that bow is, and then finishing it all off with a little banner sentiment to kind of pull in that craft. I'm just going to grab a little stamp or a little sentiment from my Sunflower Wishes set and stamp that out. And I want it to all coordinate, so I think I'm going to grab my Tranquil Teal ink and stamp that down on the craft cardstock. And again, it doesn't really matter if it's upside down, whatever, we're cutting it out. All right. Oh, well, the glue works. All right. Just cutting this into a little banner. And I want to just kind of like a little notch off the end, a little bit of interest. And so I'm going to go ahead and put that there, and I'm going to go ahead and adhere it flat down, because I really just want that hello to kind of pop off the paper. All right. Lots of you make me smile. How darling. This was actually in a past set as well, but I still have them, and they're available in our shop, and I love them. These are just really cute, like little enamel dots that I thought like just worked really well for this set.
I'm surprised you have any of those left after Everett made his card the other day.
Oh, I know. It's only because they're up.
He made a full border around an A2 card with all these dots. It
Yeah.
looks really nice.
It does look nice, but dang. All right, so just a few of those there. So I love how simple this is, just a fun like layout to try with your pattern papers. And so here is the first color I did, just so you guys can see how this whole paper pack kind of works together, and it can help you create cute coordinating cards. So Rainbow Wishes is what it is. This is Chic Script Salutations, this die, sold separate. So I just want to share with you a couple of different ways that, other ways you can use this fun card kit. We're talking about the April 2022 Whit kit, and it comes with a huge stamp set, coordinating stencil, paper pack, some stickles, just a lot of fun with this set. So I was trying it out on some slim lines. I thought that was kind of fun. Here it is showing just this little dotted one. You can emboss over the top. Just a lot of fun. And there's that stickles once it's all dry.
You should
So,
show all the
so
stamps
cute.
that come with that rainbow one.
Yeah, I can sure do that, because I did not use all the stamps for these cards today. All right, so if you missed it, these are the other cards that I created just to share with you guys how you can use this fun set. And so I'm going to just dump out the stamps so you guys can see everything that comes with it, because there is a lot. All right. Actually, I'm going to move these over here, put the stamps over here. Okay, so here are some of the stamps. I'm just going to start like piling them so you guys can see everything you get in this set. Like, there's just a lot. So if you're new to Unity, they're all red rubber stamps like this, and you just kind of pop them apart. Oh, I almost threw away a cute little star. We got different sized hearts.
And some of these fit in between the rainbows, and some fit perfectly on the rainbows.
Yep, so they're all meant to just kind of work together. Here's little X's that you can stamp on the top of like a stenciled design to create another look. All right, we have another size star here. We have this. Feel like, oh, here's our little dots. There is just lots in this, and then of course it comes with the stencil to work with it all, so you can create different looks like that. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. We do have room for a handful of new people to join us for this card kit membership. If you sign up today, we're going to be able to get that out to you right away. All of them are ready to go and ready to ship, and it's just so much fun getting all of these different supplies delivered to your mailbox each month. And we always have Echo Noble up on the blog one Saturday a month with a video and inspiring you with each kit. We have a video up on our YouTube page with all the past kits. So there's just a lot of resources and inspiration with these sets, and I would love for you to join us. We are already working ahead to, I believe I have through August picked out, and so a lot of fun in store. Yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will share close-up pictures of these cards in the show and tell group and the membership group. So I will look forward to seeing what you guys come up with when you get this kit in your hands. So excited.